Let's get this thing started over now. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. And it's a daily. You think it ain't when it is? You think it won't when it whiz? We are here. Yo! Thank God it's Friday, Flashback Friday. Hey, yeah. And it's the daily, go get up. It's out. Yeah, you think it ain't winning. Yeah, you think it won't win it. What? Yeah, and that's how we doing it, y'all. So I'm glad to be here. Think I'm not. You gotta trust me on this one. And we are in motion on this Flashback Friday. Thank God it's Friday. Emily Dunlap is in the house. It's so good to see you right now. You think I'm not when I am? You think a brother run the scam? Nah, we don't do it like that. Like a that. It's like that, y'all. It's like that. It's like that, y'all. Everything is all fat. It's like that, y'all. Yeah. And it's the daily go get up Mism show. So tonight we talking about. I hope you choke on those words. I hope you choke on those words. Have you ever had to say it? Have you ever had to show it and display it? Listen, what we really talking about tonight is when you hear someone that you love tell somebody else that they love them. It's like getting stabbed all in the heart. Stabbed in the heart. Word. So this is crazy. But it can happen to the best of us. And when you witness something like that, it can make your life different forever, y'all. And it's gonna be all right. You think it won't when it will. You think it don't when you got skills. So let's get it popping, y'all. It's the daily go get up Mism show. Yeah, I hope you choke on them words, baby. Yeah. So, not to wish nothing bad on you, but for right now, I'm wishing something bad on you. That's a hard thing. That's a hard thing to have to deal with. And it's a reality that a lot of people have to deal with. So we're going to see about it. We're going to see about it, rock about it, talk about it, be about it. Let's see all about it. That's my word, and it's going down. All right, let's get it popping, y'all. Urban Therapy with Sun 752 with this your daily, the daily go get 'em show. We do this every single day. Every day it rains. Every day it rains. And the DG will do the same. I'm your host, Sun 752, aka Omar with the. And if you can't say Omar with the, well, then you just say Omar with the R. It's going down on the daily go get it business show. How y'all feeling tonight? I hope y'all feeling good. Feeling good like real men and women should. And we are up in here on the Daily Go Get It Business Show on this Flashback Friday. Let's get real about Relationship Friday. No, Flashback Friday. Thank God it's Friday. Now, normally, because it's the 28th of February, normally this would be the last day of February, but it's not, because this is leap year. And in leap year, you have 29 days. So what happens to people who are born on the 29th? Like my big brother. I got a big stepbrother who was born on the 29th of February. So he only has an actual birthday every 4 years. Election year. Every election year, that's when he has an actual birthday day. Other than that, he has to celebrate his birthday on either the last day of February or the first day of March. He's a Pisces nonetheless, and they're good people. You know who was a famous person? A famous person born on February 29th? Ja Rule. The rapper Ja Rule. Y'all remember the rapper Ja Rule? I remember the rapper Ja Rule. I used to like the rapper Ja Rule. I ain't care what 50 Cent said. I don't care what 50 Cent said. You know what I'm saying? I like Ja Rule. He was dope. Anyway, on the Daily Go Get It Business show today, we have something that we want to tackle. And the title of this show is called I Hope You Choke on Them Words. I hope you I hope you yeah. Hope you choke on those words. Have you ever felt like that? Have you ever had somebody say something to you that was so ill, that was so hurtful, that was so degrading, that was so disrespectful that you wished that while they were saying it, like they got struck down? You know how back in the day we used to believe that you could get struck down by lightning for lying or something like that. And I don't think that has ever happened to anybody, not in that form. But anyway, anyway, we may have wished that happened to somebody that we knew because they was talking so reckless. They was talking so reckless and ruthless that we was hoping that some divine intervention would come and holler at them, come see them, come teach them a lesson. Get them, God. Get them, God. Get them, God. Get them, God. But when we're talking about, I hope that you choke on these words. Tonight, we're talking about when you are in love with somebody or you love somebody and you hear them tell somebody else that they love them. And we're not talking about somebody that you are immature for being hot about or jealous about. We're not talking about their children. We're not talking about their, family members or good friends from back in the day. We're talking about somebody that they ain't supposed to love. Maybe an ex-girlfriend or boyfriend of theirs. Maybe somebody that you never knew about. Somebody that you never knew about. And here they are on some old, I love you. And you like felt that shit with every fiber of your being. Like, yo, did you just, what the fuck? Like you may have heard them say it in person because they didn't know you were listening. Or you may have heard them say it over the telephone. You may have heard them say it over the telephone. Now, I'm not talking about a text message. I'm talking about you heard them say it. You heard them say it right out of their mouth. I love you. And you was like, you damn near choked on their words. You damn near choked on their words. Because here you are all head over heels in love with that person. And here they are telling somebody else that they love them. Here they are professing their love and their affection and their feelings to somebody else. And maybe they found out that you heard them say it. Because every situation is not a situation where you're able to say something about the situation. It could be a deep situation like you're dealing with a married man or you're dealing with a married woman and you heard them tell their husband or their wife that they love them. It's not always a lying situation. It's not always a situation where they told you that, like me and my spouse not really together. We just staying together for the kids. We just been together for so long. We just, find it hard to start all over with somebody else. And that's no disrespect to you because I really want to be with you and I'm really going to be with you but I don't want to lose my house. I don't want to lose all my stuff. I want to lose half my money. I don't want to lose everything that I work for. I don't want to lose my pension. I don't want to lose my retirement. I don't want to lose my Social Security. I don't want to lose my 401k. I don't want to lose none of that stuff. I don't want to lose nothing. Yeah, that's what they're telling you. I don't want to lose nothing. That's the only reason that I'm with my spouse. They may have told you that. But you heard them tell their spouse that they love them. You can't really be mad. Or can you? What's going on, S Cook? How you doing? Thanks for coming through. I appreciate me some you. Yes, I do. And you know that is TRUE. Yeah, in a way, you can't really be mad at somebody who is married for telling the person that they're married to that they love them. But you might be mad. And the crazy part about this is that you might be mad at them even though you're not even with them. Yeah. Come to find out that you can be mad at somebody that you're not. I mean, you can be jealous of somebody or jealous over somebody that you ain't even with. Happens all the time. People be in love with somebody or people be admiring somebody or crushing on somebody from afar. And then they see and they know that they know that the person has somebody. But they like, man, and my like Lillian Green, Vivian Green, my bad. And my no, that was Heather Headley. Heather Headley. In my mind, I'll always be his lady. In my mind, I'll always be his girl. And sometimes it's like that in real life, in real actuality. And that's something that's hard to deal with. It's hard to deal with, you know what I'm saying? So it may be a situation where you heard somebody that you're secretly in love with or openly in love with or going with who may be married, you hear them tell their spouse that they love them. And that shit was like a gut punch to you. Boom. So while you reeling from this gut punch that they gave to you, because you had to hear them profess their love to somebody who they're actually supposed to love. But you hoping that they choke on them words. You hoping that they said, hey, yeah, baby, you know, I really love. Did you just say that you love? Carol Chamberlain, mi favorita, is all up in the house. How you doing, Carol Chamberlain, mi favorita? How you feeling, man? Thanks for coming through. I appreciate me some you. Thanks for coming through on the daily. But yeah, so that's what we're talking about tonight. I hope you choke on them words. When you hear somebody that you love tell somebody else that they love them. When you hear somebody that you love tell somebody else that they love them. They could be telling their wife that they love them, and they can be telling their husband that they love them, and they can be telling their girl that they love them, or they can be telling their man that they love them. And you like, I mean, your green-eyed monster is all fucked up. Your green-eyed monster is like, you could have been eavesdropping or on a conversation. Listen, some people have messed around with somebody who was involved with who was heavily involved with somebody else. You may have not even been the side chick or the side dude. You just happen to be with somebody that go with somebody else. Y'all was just messing around. It may have been a situation where you didn't expect to get serious about somebody. You didn't expect to like them. You didn't expect to be feeling them. You didn't expect that you would ever even really, start falling for them or catching feelings or anything. You never thought about all of that. Not in the least. You never pictured yourself being with them, liking them, being down. That's not what you got in it for. But you found out as you were dealing with that person, that you were really, really liking them, getting into them and really feeling them and all of that. And now look at you. Look at you. Just look at you. You all in like Paul in, and things ain't going your way. So you overhear a conversation. You overhear a conversation where they are telling somebody else that they love them. And your feelings are hurt like your shit is your feelings are hurt like Kurt. You're stuck like Chuck. Man, you are feeling dissed like Chris. You know what I mean? Salty like Walter. Well, Salty and Walter don't really, rhyme, but and I don't know if anybody would call Walter Walty. Salty like Walty. I don't know. It's a stretch, right? It's a stretch. But nonetheless, you understand what I'm talking about. You butt hurt. You are butt hurt bad. Real bad. You understand what I'm saying? You are butt hurt bad, extreme. And that's how it be. Sometimes that's just how it be. And you trying to, keep your feelings at bay. You ever see somebody do something and you promise yourself like, I'm not going to say nothing about it. I'm going to act like I didn't even see it, like I don't even know it. We tell ourselves that shit all the time. Like I ain't even going to acknowledge that shit. I'm gonna act like I ain't see it. And somehow the same way that you talking about how you're not going to acknowledge it, how you're going to act like you never saw it, you wind up manipulating the conversation so you could bring it up in the conversation, yet you convince yourself that they brought it up and that you wasn't going to say nothing. Okay. It may have only happened to me. The thing is, this situation has never really happened to me. I have never heard somebody that I was in love with tell somebody else that they love them. But it may have been a reverse situation. They may have heard somebody else say that they love me, or been in a situation like that. Thinking about it on the long term, maybe they heard somebody say that they love me and maybe I said it back. Maybe. It's quite possible. Emily Dunn laughs. She says, but sometimes the person don't know that you love them. But when you hear them say it to someone else, you still feel a certain type of way. Yeah, but that's what I'm talking about. I don't know. This is y'all chat acting a little funny. I don't know. This chat is acting funny. Like, I think I know what's happening with the chat. I ain't gonna get into all that. Okay. Well, anyway. So yeah, it could have been a situation where you are deeply involved with somebody who's not as deeply involved with you, or maybe they are deeply involved with you, but you may be aware of the situation that they have somebody. That's the only thing. And you may have convinced yourself and even convinced them, told them that you was all right with what they're doing. Like, all right, I ain't your number two. We not really messing around like that. We good. Me and you cool, but we, it's like, you know what I mean? So, like I said, you thought, you may have really believed in your heart of hearts that you was good with the situation, but you wasn't good with the situation. You weren't good with the situation at all. And now you got to eat this shit. You got to eat this whole situation that's kind of in your crawl, on your back, and at your neck. And here you are trying to pretend like, I'm not hurt. I'm not hurt. I'm not hurt. That doesn't hurt me. Yeah, they told them they love him. So what? But then again, it could be a situation where you were really deeply involved with them and they were supposed to be deeply involved with you. And maybe you found out that they was messing around with somebody else. And now, not only can they not lie to you that they wasn't messing around with somebody else, but maybe now they even have to maybe now they even have to explain them telling somebody else when you can hear them. They have to explain telling somebody else that they love them. Your shit is messed up over that. You know, your shit is messed up over that, and you ain't trying to, man, listen, that's a tough situation, straight up and down. But it happens, and it can happen to anybody. It happens to the best of us, worst of us, however you want to look at it. It's not a situation that you would want to be a part of, but it can happen to anybody, and it may have happened to you, and you hoping that they choke on those words. You really want to be mad at somebody. You know, you ever had experience that, like, you really want to be mad at somebody, but you really can't be mad at them because you knew the situation. But just because you are aware of the situation doesn't take away your ability to feel some kind of way about a situation. Just because you are aware of the dynamics of a situation that you may be involved in, it doesn't mean that that situation doesn't affect you in a bad way, a negative way. It doesn't mean that you don't feel anything. It doesn't mean that you know your feelings don't get all in a tailspin. As Cook says, I don't see why people lie. If you're involved, say that. Let me make the decision to fuck with you or not. Yeah, but so even if the person tells you that they are involved with somebody, they may have told you straight up and down that they're married to somebody or they live with somebody. Here's the thing. Whether they told you or not, it hasn't stopped you from gaining feelings for them. And because you have feelings for them, your feelings of possessiveness, your feelings of wanting to be with them and be exclusive with them have grown stronger. So when you get brought back down to the reality of hearing them say that they love somebody else, where you can hear them, you may have heard them on a phone, you may have heard them in a voicemail. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's different. When you read a text, you may have read a text where, you know, people read all kinds of text messages, and you see somebody write that they love somebody in a text message. That's one thing. That's hurtful too. But when you hear them say it out of their fucking mouth, and you can hear the emotion, and you can tell whether they meant what they said, because you know how they talk when they're telling the truth, and you know how they talk when they're lying or they're not really being forthcoming. Maybe they're not lying, but maybe, you know, you could tell when they're just saying something in conjecture, when they're just saying something in passing. You know the difference between I love you and love you. You know the difference. Now, even like when you're really deep into somebody, hearing them say love you to somebody else is still going to hurt. But when you hear them say each and every word, I love you, or baby, I love you, or baby, you know I love you. Yo, I love you. And that shit is like, yo, they just poke you, they just ice pick your heart up. They just ice pick your shit. They just ice pick your shit. You bleeding internally and trying to take it. You trying to take it like a man. You trying to take it like a woman. And yes, men go through the same shit. Trust and believe. As Cook says, oh, okay. Wait. Carol Chamberlain says, honesty is always best. Yeah. Okay. You honestly heard them say that they love somebody else. You may try to honestly act like you like that shit didn't affect you, but it did. Bottom line. Emily Dunlap says, women and men are very conniving and you may not know that you're sharing their love. And no, this is not me. I am no one's extra person. Thanks for that disclaimer. Cool. He don't love her. He don't love her too much if he's fucking around. Okay. See, I'm glad you said that, because that is a very protective measure. Somebody who loves somebody else can't mess around on them. Oh, yeah? Okay. So if somebody who loves somebody else can't mess around on them, then I guess when somebody who messes around on somebody gets caught, I guess they never fight to keep the person that they was messing around on, huh? I guess they never, beg their way into their good graces or try to do things to try to repair the relationship or even try to mend the error in their ways or go to counseling or anything, huh? Love ain't never stopped nobody from doing shit. Because if love can stop a person from cheating, then love should be able to keep you from doing other things that hurt a person. Cheating isn't, even though cheating feels disrespectful and hurtful, it's not the worst thing that can happen to a person. It's hard to tell people, but really, being cheated on is about ego. Feeling this, it's about ego, because how can a person that belongs to me share themselves with somebody else? Like me and you play basketball all the time together. How could you possibly play basketball with that person? Yeah, it's a ridiculous comparison, right? People who love each other hurt each other all the time. It doesn't mean that they don't love each other. It just doesn't. Whether you're talking about cheating, whether you're talking about abuse, whether you're talking about wasting money or taking somebody for granted or whatever. People who love each other hurt each other all the time. It's just bottom line. But that's not what we're talking about. With this tonight, we're talking about when you hurt somebody by telling somebody else that you love them. They heard you say it, or you heard them say it, and your butt hurt. You're more than butt hurt. Your heart hurt. You are heart hurt. Sometimes people are sharing and don't even know it. Yeah, it's called life. Carol Chamberlain says, my jealous daughter-in-law heard my son say, "Hey, baby," to me and went crazy. LOL. Dumb broad. You know what? You listen, you hard on a hoe. You hard on a hoe, Miss Chamberlain. Mi favorita. Oh, T. Carrie Wright is in the house. What's going on, Carrie? What's going on? How you feeling? Good to see me subdued. Yes, I am. And yes, I do. Emily says, I act like I don't see or hear now because people don't want to know the truth. They done listen to Betty Wright many times about a piece of man is better than no man. So you thought Betty Wright was wrong. And the line that you're talking about, she wasn't talking about that man having somebody else. She meant like you may not be getting the best part of the man that you have, but having a piece of man is better than having no man at all. In other words, look, sometimes you can't afford a whole cake, but I bet you're going to rock out with these slices because that's all you can afford. Now, one day you'll be able to afford the whole cake, but right now you're going to rock out with these slices. You don't like the cake example? Pizza. There are some pizza shops that you go to where the slices, the individual slices, are better than the whole pizza. Like there are some pizza places that you go to where you're not even thinking about ever buying a whole pizza. Like it makes absolutely no sense to you. Lorenzo's on South Street. It's a very popular pizza place in Philly. Very popular. Lorenzo's. Pretty famous, even though I've never heard it on a rap record. But people used to line up to get a slice of pizza from Lorenzo's. I've never seen anybody come out of there with a pizza box. And I mean, never, ever. So, yeah, sometimes the individual pieces can be better. Sometimes a tutor is better than a classroom. A lot of times it's better. Individual attention, baby. Individual attention. Carol Chamberlain says, gotta be hard on hoes. Man, give a hoe a break. Let me put up the number. All right, let me put the number. As Cooks. Oh, she been to Lorenzo. She said the slices are huge. She says she loves Lorenzo's. But yeah, have you ever, as many times as you probably been to Lorenzo's, have you ever seen anybody carry a pizza box out of Lorenzo's? I spent so much time on South Street, I felt like I lived there at times. But I've never seen anybody walk out of that pizza parlor with a pizza. Nobody. I seen them go out with 2 or 3 slices. Buy a slice for each crew, but not a whole pizza. Like, nah, ain't nobody get no pizza from here. And maybe I'm tripping. But I just never saw it. But my point is, when Betty Wright was saying a piece of man is better than no man at all, she wasn't talking about a cheating man. She was talking about a man who isn't everything in a man that you want. You know, don't wait. Don't blame Mr. Charlie. Mr. Charlie is just a man, and he's doing the best that he can. That's that shit. I said, don't blame Mr. Charlie. Mr. Charlie is just a man, and he's doing the best that he can. That's my shit. King of Pizza on Erie Ave. King of Pizza on Erie Ave. Slices better than the pizza. Slices. They slice you all day. King of Pizza got good pizza. King of Pizza. Local round the way pizza joint. I don't see nobody getting no, maybe, do they? I don't know. As Cook says, after the club, ain't nobody buying a pie. Man, I ain't seen nobody buy a pie in the daytime. I've been on South Street at 12 o'clock in the afternoon. Noon. I ain't never seen, y'all don't see nobody buying no. Lorenzo, do they even have delivery of Lorenzo's? They probably deliver slices. How many slices you want? How many slices you want? Yeah, Emily, you are slow. Because we're actually talking about the pizza in reference to your, yeah, don't worry about it. You know, you can always watch it on the playback. You know, you can always watch it on Plizze Bizak. Carol Chamberlain says, yes, they do. I come down just to buy pizza there. Okay. All right, so bottom line is, when you have strong feelings for somebody and you're mad at them because you heard them profess their love to somebody else within your earshot, you're not mad at the fact that they love somebody else. You're mad at the fact that you had to live with the reality of hearing them say that they love somebody else. And you know they wasn't lying. You know they wasn't playing. You know they wasn't just messing around. You know they wasn't just saying it so they could get something. You know that they meant it. You know it. And you also know that you love them. And you know it, and you mean it, and you see it, and you feel it, and you can't do nothing about it. You must reveal it. Like you know that you love that nigga. Ain't nothing that you can do. You know that you love that nigga. He be getting his hooks all up into you. You know that you love the nigga. It's the same. You know that you love your nigga. You run a game. Know that you love the nigga. Yo, it hurts. And you know that know that you love a nigga. It's hard when you're in love with a nigga. It's hard when you're in love with the girl of your life. It's hard when you're living with somebody who has a spouse, a girl, or a living wife. It's hard. It's hard. And you heard them say that they love them, and you love them too. Yeah, you love them. You love them too. It's a tough situation. It is. And you're hoping that they choke on their words. Like you mad at them. Like mad. You ain't mad at them. You mad. Yeah, baby. I love you. Deep down in your heart, deep down in your soul, you may hope that not only do they choke on their words as they saying that they love them, you may be hoping that the person that they love, like something happens to them. Like if they tragically die in a car accident, that would be okay with me. Divine intervention. Love that. You want to love something, love that. I take that. Because the that is like that, y'all. Carol Chamberlain says, believe half of what you see and none of what you hear. Emily says, guess I'm lost between this love and pizza talk. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to be out. Okay. All right. Has he told me that he loved me? Well, let's say he hasn't. Let's say he has. Whether somebody tells you that they love you or not doesn't have any effect on whether you love them. You can't love somebody because they love you. I know because I tried. You can't love somebody because they love you. You either love them or you don't. I mean, that's really the long and short of it. You can't love somebody because they love you. People try to. You know what I mean? You know? The bottom line is you heard them say that they love somebody else. And now you wish that they would choke. You hope that they choke on their words. Because you don't want them to love nobody else. And you sure don't want to hear that shit. Shit is like having to stay after school. Yo, I waited all day for 3 o'clock, and now he's telling me that we have to go to an assembly after school. Who ever heard of an assembly after school? I'm out of here. Or you got to stay for detention. You was bad today. You was bad. Like, I want to go home. Yeah, you don't want to hear this shit. You don't want to hear it. You don't want to hear it. It's just, it just is what it is. It just is what it is. What you going to do? Oh, it is what it is. What's up with you? So, you know, hoping that they choke on those words. Now, we're talking about when you heard somebody say that they love somebody else, but it could be something else that they said to you that was hurtful. When you hear somebody say that they love somebody else and you're in love with them, they haven't said anything to you. You may have heard them just by chance. You may have been ear hustling. You may have been tapping their phone. You may have, you know how you used to be able to clone people's phones back in the day, and now they have all kinds of apps where you can spy on motherfuckers, hear what they saying, hear their conversations, follow, half-ass clone their phone. You can see who they're dialing, who they're text messaging, and all that kind of shit. It's a tough situation. Tough as hell. Tough as hell. Stacey Cook said, I can help him choke. Psych. Shit. You saying psych? Somebody else is saying I'm serious. You know, like I want to whoop that bitch ass. Well, I want to fuck this nigga up. I remember back in the day. My brother was in love with this chick. I mean, he was deeply in love with her too. And I was like, you know, it's tough. Like my big brother was like a hero to me. You know what I mean? Like he came in my life at a time I really needed a big brother. And he was all that. You know what I'm saying? He was tall, he was strong, he was fly. You know what I'm saying? Like, he had girls on it, all on him. You know what I'm saying? Like, like I was like, yeah, this, and that's my brother. You know what I'm saying? So 16 years old, 17 years old, 18 years old, especially 16 and 17. And he all caught out there, nose open, wide as shit. Nose open, wide as hell. For a chick that I'm like I knew her before he knew her. And I was just like, what, are you serious? You caught out there by her? And this was deeper than I thought. Like I knew he liked her or loved her or whatever, but I didn't really realize why. And I'm not gonna get into all of this, but I'm gonna tell you like this. I can't say that she straight up cheated on him before, but she did something. And after a while, he stopped sharing certain shit with me. Because at that time, I'm a young boy. Me and him was wild. And I was still young and wild. I'm still young and learning. I'm out there. I'm like, I'm getting tired. Yo, you all up under your girl and all. You 18, you 18, 19 years old. Like, what are you doing? That's the time we supposed to be out wild and acting a fool. So anyway, I came across when he moved. We used to live together. We lived together for about 6 months. Not even that long, 5 months. Before he went away. Before he went away in the army. And I came across his journal. Well, no, his diary. I didn't know it was a diary. It was a regular black notebook. Like the kind of notebook that you use in school. Not like a loose leaf, the little paperback notebook with the black and white squiggly, cover on it or whatever. I didn't know what it was. So I open the book. Cause I'm like, who would leave if it would have said my diary, I wouldn't have read it. But I didn't know what the fuck I was reading. So it was like, it was a journal. And I'm reading in the journal where evidently she was messing around with this other boy, and he was talking about going to go beat the dude up and all that. He was deeper into his feelings than I could have ever imagined. I'm like, so you would defend somebody that messed around on you? I'm like, well, where they do that at? Well, they do that where their heart is. So, like I said, he was deeper in than I could have ever imagined. It was crazy. What's going on, girl, Nikki? How you feeling? My good to hear you, here to see you. That's my word. Glad you came through when that's true. Oh, the comprehension book. Yeah, the comprehension book. That's what it said on it. Comprehension book. How did that book make you comprehend more? You increase your understanding because of this little notebook. Anyway, so like I said, I realized that he was even though he was gone away, he was still in love with this chick. And I was like, it was beyond my understanding. And I realized from that experience, seeing his words on the page, I was like, yeah, he's deeper He goes deep. So I always wondered, I wonder if he heard her say some kind, sweet, loving words to another man. Because I know what kind of man he was. Because I remember one time, he was like, yo, I'm about to go fuck this dude up, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, you going to get ready to do what? He was like, yeah, this motherfucker being disrespectful or whatever. I'm about to show him what it is. And I said, all right, I'm going with you. And he backed right up off of that shit. Like, all right, now I'm going to chill. And I always wondered about that. Like I can't ride. Like, why can't I ride? And I thought about it later on. Like, he probably didn't want me to go for one or two reasons. Either he wasn't really going where he said he was going, or he wasn't going for the reasons that he said he was going. But whatever it was, whatever was going to be said there or seen there, he didn't want me to hear it or see it. William Carter Grimes, what's going on, man? Thanks for coming through. I appreciate you. Yes, I do. When you know it's true. Yes, word. But yeah, hoping that they choke on them words. Hearing somebody that you love tell somebody else that they love them. You just that ain't no easy shit to recover from. That's hard. That's a toughie. Word up. That's a toughie. And it's really tougher on those who play tough. Like, if everybody already knows that you put feelings aside, you know what I mean? I put feelings aside. I know who I am. My name is Light. Is your name Sam? Because if you are, step off. No. Step off, grab your coat and get lost. How it go? Because if you step on, grab your coat and get lost. Hit the road, Sam. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Sam. Don't you come back no more. As Cook says, a lot of people go after the wrong person, go after the cheater. But that's what I'm saying. Like, see, y'all so stuck on cheating. That's funny to me. Because it doesn't matter. Like, being cheated on never took away your feelings for somebody. You can say that it does, but it really doesn't. Like, you could be mad at somebody for cheating on you, but it won't take away from the fact that you love them. And that's why you're struggling with the whole situation. It's like you caught out there. But I don't know. You know what I mean? Cheater. But this is not about cheating. This is about when you... Okay, I guess you could say that it's partially about cheating, because if you're dealing with somebody, with somebody that you know is dealing with somebody else, though. If you're dealing with somebody, you're dealing with a married man, you're dealing with somebody who lives with somebody, you're dealing with somebody who you know has a boyfriend or a girlfriend or whatever the case may be. And you may have been thinking, like, ain't no big deal, because I ain't really looking for nothing here. I'm good. I'm straight. I'm all right. I'm good. I'm straight. I'm all right. I'm cool. I'm good. I'm straight. I'm all right. I'm cool. I'm good. I'm straight. I'm all right. I'm cool. I'm good. I'm straight. I'm all right. I'm cool. Good. I'm straight. I'm all right. I'm cool. I'm good. I'm straight. I'm all right. I'm cool. I'm good. I'm straight. I'm all right. I'm cool. Good. I'm straight. I'm all right. I'm cool. But in deep down inside, that's just a coping mechanism. That's just you trying to defend yourself, defend your emotions. You should do that. I don't think that there's anything wrong with doing that. You're just trying to defend your emotions. Shoot, my emotions are delicate. As Cook says, you were talking about your brother and the girl. Well, see, here's the thing. Like, I told y'all a lot about the story, but there's more to it. Like, it wasn't like my brother was like super faithful to his girl. I mean, he cheated too. But it didn't really matter, because no matter who he cheated, I'm going to tell you something. He cheated on his girl, but he would never He like couldn't nobody take him away from her. Now, they might be able to take him away from her so he could, get his man slobbed or so he could hit all crazy, whatever. But let his girl catch wind in any kind of way that he had another girl, whatever. That girl getting cut off. And I mean all the way off. Like, nah, me and you through. Because I ain't losing this one for you. Yeah, I play around. I'm young. You know what I'm saying? Blah, 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 blah. But shit, this one is the one. And it may sound ridiculous to a lot of people, but yeah, it was true. You know, he would gave the world for this girl. And I ain't understand it. I was like, man, you tripping. I mean, regardless of somebody's looks or whatever, you know what I mean? Because I'm not one of them niggas who is of the belief that because somebody looks good or fucks good, that they are good. Like the real test of your emotions is how a person makes you feel. The way they make you feel about yourself, the way that they make you feel about them, the way that they make you feel about life, the way that they make you feel about the world, the way that they make you feel about your past, the way that they make you feel about your present, the way that they make you feel about your future, the way that they make you feel about everything that you could conceive, the way they make you feel about your sense of your sense of education, the way that they make you feel about your self-confidence, the way that they make you feel about plants, animals, trees, bugs, worms, cats, dogs, lions, tigers, bears, cars, planes, trains, automobiles, motors, batteries, cell phones, lights, boats, the wind, rain, sun, moon, stars, galaxies, meteors, comets. That's the true test of whether you are into somebody or whatever. Just saying. Just saying. So, yeah, my brother wasn't perfect by any means, but he was into her way more than she seemed to be into him. And he was into her way more than he was into anybody else. But he's a mushy dude. He mush. He mush. But hey, we've done a show before called Loving Hard, and he's a hard lover. He's a hard lover. You know what I mean? So he may have heard her say that she loves somebody else. I can't verify that. But something happened, and yeah, his feelings were tested. Carol Chamberlain says, "Okay, we get it." I'm just saying. So yeah. So when you hope that they choke on those words that you hear him say to somebody else, like how could you let me hear you say that you love somebody else, and I know you meant that shit. Oh man, Rollo died. From Sanford and Son. Rollo died. Oh, boo. Nathaniel Taylor. Damn, he was 80 years old. Damn, Rollo. 80? Damn, Rollo. Was he older than Fred? What the fuck? You know what I mean? Dang, Rollo. 80? Rollo was 80? Well, damn. Mama damn. Mama damn. Emily says, And people look at the side chick and side dude one way, but in actuality, both women could be considered side chicks. Only difference is where he may lay his head. Well, that's very deep of you. It is. That's very, very deep of you. Because I know I was told that. I was told that very thing. I was told, you don't go with me, but I go with you. That's what I was told. Sounded ridiculous to me at the time. But when I thought about it, I was like, well, goddamn. Well, I'll be goddamn. Because she was right. She was straight up and down right. Wasn't nothing I could do. I had no defense. In front of her, I had all kinds of defenses. Like, I don't even fucking like you. And in many ways, I didn't like her. But I was there. No denying that. Compared to my girl, I was like, man, it's no comparison. You ain't even cute. Which was true. Maybe she was all right, but like she knew what my girl looked like. And she was like, she said that she was as pretty as my girl. I was like, there really wasn't a comparison. I mean, you bugging the fuck out, John. Anyway. Yeah, Carol. Rollo was 80. It's crazy. Carol Chambers said, I think Red was about that age. Nah, Red Fox wasn't nowhere near that age when he died. Red Fox, he made himself look old on Sanford and Son. He wasn't that old. He wasn't that old. When he died, he was barely in his 70s. Let me see. Hold on. See how old Red Fox was. How old was Red Fox when he died?
Red Fox was 68 years old when he died in 1991.
He was 68 when he died in 1991. Now, they had him looking like he was 68 in the 70s. Think about it. 1974, 1975, 76, 77. They had him looking like he was 68 then. He wasn't nowhere near that shit. 68 years old. He died when he was 68. He was born in 1922. 1922, died in 91. 1922, died in 91. Red probably would have still been alive, but, sniffed a lot of cocaine, did a lot of drugs. Sniffed a lot of cocaine, did a lot of drugs. He was just wild. Funny dude. Just wild and crazy as hell. Didn't give a fuck. I believe Red Fox was a Sagittarius too. Hold on, let me see. I believe so. I'm almost certain. Hold on. We verified. Wait, hold on. No. Hold on. Let's see. Hold on. Red. December 9th. Born on December 9th, 1922. Born John Elroy Sanford. So Sanford was his real last name. December 9th, 1922. So, that motherfucker was a Sagittarius. You couldn't tell him shit. You could tell him, yo, slow down, stop being wild. He's like, nigga, live a little. Like, but, you're like, man, you only live 4 or 5 times. Because anybody who knows Sagittarius know that they always in some shit. They lucky as hell, so they be dodging bullets all the time. Like, yo, how you get out of that shit? Because they lucky. They lucky as hell. Like 4-leaf clover, like out of this world lucky. Like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Anyway, I hope that you choke on them words. Girl Nikki says, I swore Rollo passed away a few months ago. Maybe I read he was sick. I don't know. You know, sometimes you see shit on online and it be old. So you might be right. Make sure y'all hit the like button, man. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Appreciate it. Make sure y'all hit that Lizike. Make sure you hit the Lizike button. Appreciate it. Emily says, in reality, a woman is cheating herself by not knowing her worth and letting a man brainwash her into accepting what she know is not right and shouldn't be. So every woman that messes around with a man who has somebody else has been tricked, lied to, deceived, and connived into messing around with him. Like it's never their idea. So no woman has ever seen a married man or a man that's with somebody else and said, he deserves to have more than one, and I need to be the other one. No woman, huh? So it's about knowing your worth. So everybody who deals with a cheater is devaluing themselves. I just want to make sure I'm getting this right. You're saying that because you mess around with a cheater, you are devaluing yourself, like you don't know your wealth. I'm not judging. I just want to know. I just want to make sure that I know what you're talking about. Girl Nikki says, and you laughed a little too hard at your side John not being that cute. You picked her. Actually, I didn't pick her. Funny you should say that. I didn't pick her at all. She absolutely picked me. Abso-fucking-lutely. I did not pick her. And I would not have picked her. She was easy pickings, but I wouldn't have picked her. And I'm gonna keep it a buck. I didn't like her. I didn't like her. Like, you know. That's why, like, in my life now, I will not deal with a woman who I don't like. Like, if I don't like you, I'm not fucking with you. Like, because I can't. Because I can be rude when I don't like somebody. Like, fuck out of here. Tanya Respis, market with a T. You done made it over here to YouTube. That's what I'm talking about. What's going on, man? How you feeling? How you doing? By the way, girl, Nikki, you said I laughed a little too hard, but you spelled two T-O. That's T-O-O. You know, just saying. You got to write T-O-O. That's like saying really hard. You wrote to hard. You laughed a little too hard. I didn't laugh too hard. Yeah, I'm gonna bust your balls back. I'm gonna bust your balls back. Oh man, we're wanting. Emily says we're wanting a perfect love for imperfect people. I don't know. Oh, he died on the 27th from a heart attack per Google. I'm just saying, girl, Nikki. I'm just saying, Nikki. I'm just saying, saying. I know, damn it. I'm in the damn movie theater. Listen, that's not my fault. The phone is lit, so it's not dark, and you can't say it was too dark. You can't say it was too dark. It was too dark in the movie theater. It was still too dark, but it wasn't too dark in the movie theater because your phone lights up. You can see, you got an on-screen keyboard that lights up. Everything lights up. But no, I didn't pick that girl. I didn't pick her, and I wouldn't have picked her. No, Carol, it's all good because she don't have an iPhone. Girl, Nikki doesn't. Thank God. T. Carrie says, man, she may have picked you initially, but once you decided to mess with her, you chose her too. Okay, well, listen. I'll cop out to the fact that I messed with her. Now, y'all gonna try to tell me the dynamics of my feelings for her? Go ahead, try. I fucking know. She'll tell you, like, that nigga didn't like me. She would tell you straight up. Not only would she tell you that he didn't like me, but she'll also tell you that he don't like me. To this day, everybody makes mistakes. But one thing is for sure, her ego didn't get in the way of her going for what she wanted. She didn't feel devalued. Well, if she did, I don't really give a fuck. Just keeping it a buck. Girl, Nikki says, okay, well, you chose to stay. You realize you wrote you choose to stay. Stay with who? I can't read with all these typos. I can't do it. And when he says, right, no denying you did like something about her. Okay, y'all were there. Okay, y'all were there. Y'all, okay. She told me that I don't go with her, but she goes with me. I don't know what y'all hearing in that. She didn't tell me that you go with me too. She told me that you don't have to go with me. I go with you. You're my man. I know that you have somebody else, but I'm your girl and I don't have nobody else and don't want nobody else. I want you. Eska says, where is she? Let her tell us. I don't know, because she's actually one of those people that I kind of got on the blacklist. There are only 3. She's not really blocked. She actually, like, about 2013. Yep, that's when it was. 2013, she called me from a different number. And she knew she had to call me from a different number because I wasn't going to answer if she called me from the number that I had for her. So when I answered the phone, she was like, hey, you still don't have no love for me, blah, blah, blah. I said, nah, I ain't got none. I ain't had nothing for you before. Still don't. But, and I don't normally pride myself on being really mean to somebody. But I remember saying something to her that was so mean-spirited. And she said, because she said like something like, you still hate me or something like that. I said, no, I don't hate you. You didn't do anything for me not to hate you. But there's no denying that there's nothing there. And she says something she said something. I'm trying to remember what it was. Y'all making me try to recall this shit. But I remember what I said. I remember saying something like, well, if you would forget that you have my number and never try to get in contact with me ever again, we would be okay. Some shit like that. But that was in a text message. She said, you still the same old Omar. I remember she said, she wrote that. You still the same old Omar. And that means that I wasn't getting brand new. But anyway, I hope that you choke on those words when you have strong feelings for somebody and you hear them tell somebody else that they love them, or you hear them whisper sweet nothings at somebody, or they say something to you that's so hurtful that you hope that they choke on words. As Cook says, she deboed you. All of y'all are women. So all of y'all know what y'all have done, will do to get something that y'all want. Only y'all know. I don't know. I wasn't there when you have gone for yours in your life. I wasn't there. But one thing is for sure. You have done something unorthodox in order to get what you have wanted. You have done something that somebody else has advised you not to do. Whether it was for love, for affection, to whatever your goal was, whatever your motivation was, somebody disapproved of it for you. And you did it. Somebody said, yo, don't do that. That's not smart. That's don't do that. And you did it. I don't know when it was. I don't know what it was. I don't know who it was with or for. But you do. So Emily says, I've been told scenarios about this very situation, but it's too much to get into. Carol Chamberlain says, what are you, the grammar police? No. You know I'm a punctuation panther. Punctuation panther. Punctuation panther. Pump me up. Punctuate. Punctuate. Yo, the punctuation panthers is all up in the house. Girl, Diggy says, you know he is Carol, and I'm giving him all kinds of ammunition. Let me tell you something. We're about to get on the body here anyway. All right. Girl, Nikki said, y'all have a good night. The theater just got darker. You know, I'm done. Carol Chamberlain says she was trying to get back. Listen, Carol, I don't know if she was trying to get back or not. Because one thing, look, like y'all kind of know me, but people who know me know. Like, with me, either the door is open for you or you shouldn't even come on the fucking porch. Straight lace. Either the door is open for you or don't even step on the steps. You might not want to come on the block because you're going to feel, listen, I know how to make a person feel very, very wanted, very special, exclusive. And I know how to make a person, I can turn all of the heat off in the summertime. Like, yo, it's freezing in this motherfucker. It's July. God damn. It's not something that I'm proud of, but let's just keep it funky. and deal with people that we like. Yeah. So we don't get messy. I don't like messy. I don't like messy. Only time I like messy is like let's keep doing, let's do something until we make a mess. A mess. What a mess. What a mess. So it is what it is. Carol Chamberlain says, when you're done, huh? I don't want to say it like that. And the reason I don't want to say it like that is because that's what other people on the, and that's like an internet thing. Like, you know, maybe there's a difference between being done and being done. But I had to think about this topic for myself. Like, what if the woman that I love, what if I heard her say that she loves somebody else? Well, like, how would I feel? Like, damn, you told the nigga that you love him? The logical part of me would probably say, well, that makes sense. In a way, if you're gonna fuck with a motherfucker, I would rather you love him instead of be like, yo, I just was using the nigga to get my shit off. Like, I don't know. Would I rather be dealing with a woman, even if she wasn't as virtuous as I would like her to be? Would I rather deal with a woman that would just randomly fuck a nigga, revenge fuck a nigga, or would I rather deal with a woman who I know the only way she gonna mess with a dude is if she really feeling him? So if I hear her say that she love him, she wasn't just mincing words. She wasn't just responding in kind. She wasn't just trying to match what somebody else said or match their energy. You know, there are times when my logical self takes center stage and it just makes me increase my understanding. And I don't even think it's a forgiving situation. It's just a situation where it's like, you know what? Things could be a lot worse. You take the good with the bad. Damn. Stacey Cook said, where's your drink? My drink is actually in my backpack. I ain't drinking nothing yesterday either, though, did I? Carol Chamberlain says, here comes the sex talk. See, I didn't even say nothing. I just said, no, you know what? I ain't even say nothing. I didn't. I ain't say nothing. I just said, you know, you're going to make a mess. There's only one situation where, for me, where I want to be messy. So messy. My God. What a mess. What a mess. What a mess. Let's get ready to get on up out of here. But yeah, I want y'all to think about this topic, though. You know, give it a little, you know, kick it around. Think about it for a little bit. Think about it. Think about it for a little bit. You know, what if it happened to you? What if that was the situation? What was that? What if that was your situation? The person that you love, whether they're with somebody else, whether they're with you, whether y'all broke up, because just because you break up with somebody, it doesn't necessarily mean that all of the love, all of the affection, all of the feelings that you had diminished, you know, in one fell swoop. It doesn't mean that at all. You know it, and I know it. It would be nice if that was the case, but it just doesn't work out that way. It just doesn't work out that way, and so we have to eat it. We have to accept certain things that we don't want to accept in our lives. It's okay. It's gonna be all right. Yeah, you know it's gonna be all right. Think it won't. It's gonna be all right. It's gonna be okay. So I said, so. Hmm. So yeah. So that's just some of the things that we have to deal with. Just some of those things that we have to deal with in our lives. It doesn't mean that your whole life is that way. I'm not suggesting that anybody has running around chasing behind somebody or sniffing behind somebody's ass for their whole life or their career or whatever time span that we're talking about. But you can find yourself in a situation where you just feel some kind of way about the way that something went for you in a relationship, particularly when you hear somebody say that they love somebody else when you are loving them. You love them and they love somebody else. You love them and they love somebody else. Here's the kick. They might love you too. I said, here's the kicker. They love you too. You just not the only one that they love. Some people say that you can't love two at the same time. You speak for yourself. You don't know what could happen, especially when Omar rhymes. So it goes down like that. First up the bat, hit it over the plate. It's going to be all right. What makes you shit ain't the thing that the next man ate. Let's do these birthday shout outs and get on up out of here, y'all. We have some birthday shout outs to do. Some people were born on this glorious February 28th, and they deserve to be acknowledged. So let's go about our business of acknowledging them, making them feel special because they are special, because they are special, because they are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They are S-P-E-C-I-A-L. They are number one out the box. Yojani Almonte turning 37 years old today, and Rosa Laura turning 31 years old today, and my girl, light-skinned Darlene Mabin. Darlene, the queen Darlene. Happy birthday to you, Nurse Darlene. And also Dominique Dubois. Dominique Dubois turning 50 years old today. Happy birthday to you, Dominique. And Georgia Gilmore turning 52 years old today. And Monica Howard. Monica, happy birthday to you, Monica. And my man Gerald Chavis, horn player, Gerald Chavis. Happy birthday to you. And last but not least, you know what I'm saying? My man, Alfred Peace. Last but not least, my man, Alfred Peace, Penn State University, 1992. That's when I met you. You're all right with me, too. I want to say happy birthday to all of you and anyone else out there who shares this birthday on this glorious February 28th, anywhere out there in the world, worldwide, internationally, and universally. All of y'all go ahead and turn up, but don't turn up too loud. Just turn up loud enough so everybody can hear you. Rock out, rock on and do the damn, the rock out, rock on and do the damn, rock out, rock on and do the damn thing. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. You do your thing, y'all. Represent the queens and kings. Good things happen to those who wait. Great things happen to those who grind, and anything can happen to those who go for theirs. So go hard, go for yours, and remember, I said go hard, go for yours. I said remember, I said go hard, go for yours. I said remember, but yo, listen, you know things aren't always the way that we want them to be, even when we feel like we deserve to have things the way that we want them. It's a thing called life, and we have to live it, and we're going to learn by each experience that we have. And sometimes we have the experience of finding out that somebody that we love, whether it's known to them that we love them, or whether it's unknown that we love them, we find out that they love somebody else. And not only did we find out that they love somebody else, but we heard them say out of their mouth that they love them. I'm not talking about a text. Seconds. I'm not talking about a text message. I'm not talking about on a voicemail. I'm talking about when you actually either witnessed them say it, or you heard them on the telephone. Actually, I guess the voicemail is a way of hearing them say it. You know, like you say that you love somebody on a voicemail. you are leaving that up to for them to play that shit over and 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 over
60 seconds
and over and over and over and over and over. They can cut it up, slice it. They can remix it. I love you. I love you. I love you. Oh, yes, I do. I love you. For you, my heart is true. I said, I love you. You're the only one. And I love you. I love you because we have a lot of fun. I love you and we do things together. And I would rather be with you instead of them other brethren. I say, I love you. And it will never stop until the world comes to an end and the ball drops another year. And I love you. And now I'm never going to give you up. I'm never going to give you up like my man Rick Astley, and I love you, and you know that it's TRUE, and that's the way it's gonna be. And I love you, similar to the way that I love my mom and my sister and my aunties and my daughter. I love you, and it's never gonna go away. Just like my family till my dying day. It's stay. And I love you, and you are my baby. No ifs, ands, or crazy maybe. You stable and love you, and give me some. And when I say some, I mean it the last 401. Now for the bad news. We will not be on tomorrow. No, we won't. I said we will not be on tomorrow. I got to work this entire weekend. So I don't foresee, I'm looking at my crystal ball, trying to see if we want to have a show. Because tomorrow I won't have a Daily Go Getism show, and I won't be on a Legacy of a Nation show either. So the Flower Show is this Saturday. So, if y'all gonna come down to the convention center or whatever, I mean, I might see y'all, but I might not. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, that's how it's going down. That's how it's going down. Tanya Respite says, I would be a little crushed. Of course, Tanya, that shit crazy. Thanks for coming through, ma. Appreciate you. I appreciate you. So, yeah. So, we may have to wait till Monday. That just seems like the safer bet. We might not have a show this week. So there won't be a Urban Therapy with Sun show either. So I mean, it is what it is. When duty calls the booty balls. Duty calls the booty. All right. Listen, nonetheless, I'm gonna miss y'all. You know what I'm saying? Y'all special to me. So y'all have a good night. Peace to all my day ones, my everydays, and my brand news. If you haven't shared the show, or if you haven't pushed the like button, please like the video. Please like the video. Please share the video. Please share the video. Please share the video with all your social media networks. That would really help. And I would appreciate it. And y'all already been doing that. So, it's just more of the same. So, on behalf of the Daily Go Getism Show, Urban Therapy with Sun 752, and the hood is our health, and I love you. Now, let's get on up out of here, y'all. Let's get on up out of here. And Rakim say peace.
Goodbye.